बाबा की लाइट दिखा दो।
मेरे मन के मान सरोवर के ओ हंसा राणा, ओ हंसा राणा, तू चुग ले रे चुग ले, राजयोग का मोती, राजयोग का मोती, राजयोग का मोती, राजयोग का मोती।
Good afternoon to all the viewers, today's participants, and well-wishers. So, demo counseling by the students of counseling and special help. Case for today's webinar is misunderstanding between the mother and the daughter. This is a continuation of the same earlier case which Dr. Tulika Das has taken few days before. I'd like to give a brief introduction about today's counselor. Dr. Tulika Das is one of the best counselors who has been conducting webinars for us for the last 3 years very successfully. And many people have got benefit from her spiritual and counseling, and she is also specializing in stress management. Today's case is we have as a counseling Sister Lina Sadevji. So Lina Sadevji is also an excellent counseling and spiritual help. She is also a fashion designer besides a spiritual counselor, and has conducted webinars for us for the last 1.5 years. Today's session will be live on YouTube as well as Facebook. We accept any kind of mental health related counseling. We have sent these to our in the free counseling form. Website name is www.spiritualseva.com.in. And also we can be contacted on our number 932107778. With the remembrance of beloved Shri Baba, who is our Supreme Father, Supreme Teacher, Supreme Sadguru, and also Supreme Master. We also seek the blessing from our most loving Gaditis and from senior brother and sisters. Request our viewers to like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel for themselves and be happy. If they can be with us this session from the beginning to end, may I invite today's counselor, Dr. Tulika Das, to start today's session. Thank you very much.
Om Shanti. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our demo counseling session on misunderstanding between mother and daughter. Although the bond between mother and her daughter is very strong, conflict between them sometimes arises due to misunderstanding. Counseling both mother and daughter resolves the misunderstanding between them. In our last session, we took up such a case where the daughter is very annoyed and upset with her mother's behavior. She had come with the idea that her mother required counseling, but ultimately confessed that she had misunderstood her mother and that she herself required counseling. Today, let's listen to her mother and find out the reasons for which she is upset with her daughter's behavior. So now, with the blessings of our Supreme Father, Supreme Teacher and Supreme Counselor, Parampita Paramatma, Sister Lina and I shall begin the session. Good afternoon, Sister. Thank you for coming here today. As I told you yesterday, I feel there is a misunderstanding between you and your daughter, and this must be sorted out as early as possible to avoid unnecessary trouble. Your daughter visited me 2 weeks ago. She's very much upset and disappointed with your behavior. She seems to be very angry with you. Does she misbehave with you always? Can you tell me in detail since when she is behaving like this?
Good afternoon, sister. Uh, she is my only daughter, and my husband passed away 6 years ago. He was a cancer patient and suffered for a long time. Through hard work and dedication, he had set up a plastic factory. Uh, Both of us used to look after it. I went to the factory daily after lunch and helped him. Then he fell ill and could not visit the factory, and I had to look after him. My husband handed over his duties to our daughter. She worked very hard, day and night. She was very popular among the employees. That was a good part. After a year, she got married to a boy whom she had known for several years. My husband was against to the marriage, but I persuaded him to give his consent. I thought that in her childhood she had seen how I adjusted with my family members. I am a postgraduate in economics. I had high ambition of joining the Reserve Bank, but my parent got me married before the exams. Just 3 months after my marriage, my mother-in-law suffered from terrible attack and was bedridden. I looked after her for 5 long years till she passed away. My father-in-law was a retired professor. Soon after his wife's death, he had an attack of dementia and suffered for 10 long years. You can't imagine, sister, what I went through. For 10 long years, day and night, I was stuck up at home. I couldn't leave my father in law even a moment because he could not recognize anybody, not even his own son, my husband. He could not remember his own identity even. Even in the afternoon, after a tiring day, long day, I did not have any opportunity to taking rest, even a single moment. One afternoon, while I was sitting on a sofa in his room and reading a book like other days, but that particular day I fell asleep for 5 minutes. I was so tired. I found that he was not in the room. The main door was open. I was threatened. What will gonna happen? I did not know. I did not know what to do. Luckily, for God's grace, neighbor found him moving around aimlessly on the main road and took him to our home. From the day onwards, I became very careful. I did not take rest for a single moment. My daughter had seen me caring for my in laws since her childhood. I thought children learn from their parents by observing them, and I was under the impression that my daughter would follow me. Anyway, she got married, and even after her marriage, she looked after the company sincerely. I was happy. 3 years ago, her son was born, and then started conflict between my daughter and uh, my son-in-law. He did not went to her. He did not want her to work. I told her there would be no problem now since I was free as well as active and could go to the factory every day. I wanted to go to the factory every day with her, but she didn't like to go along with me. I also felt very lonely after my husband's death and was happy that I would be engaged uh, in some activity. But she did not agree again. I understood that she wanted to be financially independent. I told her that she will give her share also, but she was adamant. Now I understand that she is not like me. I was shocked when she filed a divorce case against her husband for a petty reason. She did not listen to me. Had my husband been alive, she would not have had the guts to. behave in the way. After filing the divorce, she came to stay in my house with her son. I did not appreciate her action, but being a mother, how could I turn her away from my home? What did the 3 months old baby to do deserve such harsh treatment? So she is not the type to be at home the whole day and look after a baby. She loves shopping, attending to the parties, visiting friends, attending clubs, and whatnot. She leaves home in the morning 9:30 and return home late. No time. Sometimes I stay awake the whole night waiting for her, but she does not return. She does not respond even my calls. If I ask her where she had been all night, she says I have no right to interfere with her privacy. I must give her freedom. I just keep quiet. I feel helpless. I looked after her son from the time he was 3 months old. Today he is 3.5 years old, ma'am. He is strived for his father's and mother's love. So I love him all the more and from morning till night attend to his all needs. I prepare his breakfast, lunch and dinner. I take him to the school and bring him back home after school. Even in the night, he sleeps beside me because I don't know when his mother will come return home and in what mood. He does not go to his mother for fear of being beaten. She has such a bad temper. I often wonder whether she is really my child, by how different she is from me. Her rudeness, don't care attitude towards her family surprises me. I spend nights staying awake and praying to God to give her some senses. Last year, I was very much depressed from her behavior and went to my cousin's place just to be away from my home. I found that she was attached to a spiritual organization. She was so content and happy. How her house seemed to be peaceful. I poured my my heart to her. She listened to every word without any comment. She was not disturbed with my story. She seems so calm, and she just told me that all problems would be solved if I knew my real father. What real father? I was very much surprised. I'm 66 years old. I know very well who's my father, who's my daughter, who daughter I am, who is my real father. My father loved me, cared for me, educated me, got me married, carried out all his duties and responsibilities. And now, after 66 years, she means to say that I don't know my real father. I for some time I keep quiet. I ask her, will you please tell me who my real father is? She gave me an introduction of who am I and who my father is. She then told me to find out a Brahma Kumari center near my house. It is a spiritual organization. I should attend it 7 days course and then if I like it, I may continue with the studies of the rest of my life without any charges. I became very curious. I returned home and from the very next day, I started inquiring about a Brahma Kumari center. I found one that took 40 minutes to reach my home by auto from my home to center about 40 minutes. I was really impressed. I had many questions in my mind regarding the supreme being, our role in this world, where we come from, where we go after death. I have read the Gita and I still read some portion of it every day. but I never got the answer to my questions. That day, I understood that I shall get all my answers here. I was really happy. God has at least shown mercy upon me. He has taken me in his arms. Why did why did I not come here 6 years ago? I completed 7 day course. I go to the center every morning to listen the Murli. Murli is like a four pages a 4 pages uh, letter for us from God. There is so much opportunity to do different types of seva there, but unfortunately, same thing. I have to return home immediately after my class because I have so much work at home.
See,
So
sister,
what to do?
okay, our house is also Sevasthan, isn't it? Don't think that it is your house. It is his house. It is his family. You are only an instrument. You look after everything for him. Don't you think
Yeah,
so?
yes, sister. I know. Now I understand this, but my daughter doesn't. She's always finding fault with me. My mother-in-law has 21 Devi Devta in the puja room. It took her more than 2 hours daily to complete the puja. When she fell ill, I took charge to the puja room. I am very much sincere and devoted to my all work. But now I understand. This is absolutely meaningless. I just clean the room and light a diva. I think this is enough. But who will explain this to my daughter? She thinks then that I am breaking the family tradition. She speaks to she speaks so rudely that I always fear that my grandson will learn to be rude. My daughter reads Hanuman Chalisa every day and considers herself a big devotee. Now I understand that all this is meaningless. I told her that we don't gain anything from doing bhakti. We must do meditation and take the powers from our Father, the Supreme Being. But she argued with me the whole day.
Now, don't discourage her from doing bhakti. See, our father never says that devotion is bad. He says that the result of devotion is knowledge, that is gyan. We all have completed devotion, and because we completed devotion, we are here in the path of knowledge. He says everything happens according to the world drama. In the drama, everybody's part is fixed. Nobody's part can be changed. No two actors' parts are the same. We can't change anybody's part, isn't it? Because everybody's playing his own or her part perfectly. So we can't blame them. So don't blame your daughter for doing devotion. It is in her part. Your part and her part will not be the same.
I understand everything, Dee, but when we are in family, can't I expect a little cooperation from her?
See, we all have lost our powers, especially power to tolerate and power to cooperate. That's why we connect with the Supreme Being, who is the almighty authority of powers, to become powerful like him. People nowadays think that power is to show our temper and dominate others. But now we know real powers are to tolerate and cooperate. So you must tolerate and cooperate with her.
Yes, I'm always cooperating with her. I'm looking after her son 24 by 7. But she is not at all a grateful. She says that I have a bad influence upon my grandson and put the little child in a fridge. Just imagine, almost every day he falls ill and she has to rush at odd hours to bring him home. Almost every day she puts him under my care and rushes to her workplace again. She keeps on scolding him, saying that he is just acting in the way in order to come home early. How do you feel when you have to hear such things from your daughter?
I understand your point of view, sister, but it is better to keep silent. Not only silence in the mouth, but silence in the mind too. See, our supreme teacher says that the power of silence is very important. The power of silence changes the negative environment into a positive environment. Silence will spread the vibrations of peace. Silence will increase your power to discriminate, and it will extinguish the fire of anger in her. See, drama is a play. Just watch it as a detached observer. For that, of course, we need practice. See, nothing is new. 5,000 years ago, you had experienced the same things, and you must go through this again in the next cycle. She has got such a role in the world drama. You cannot change her part. You cannot blame her. See, drama is perfect. It is Kalyankari. It is also fixed, accurate, predestined, and eternal. So instead of getting upset with the behavior, you must clear all your accounts by accepting all situations in life with a calm and stable mind.
Okay, but what about my little grandchild? What did he do to deserve such ill treatment from his own mother?
See, he also has to clear his accounts. The drama is Kalyankari. Behind every scene which appears a Kalyan to us, there is Kalyan hidden in it. So we are told not to ask any questions regarding the drama. What, why, where. If you become free from questions, that is Prashna Mukt, then you become happy, that is Prasanna Chit.
Okay, I never interfere in her life. Why does she try to dominate me?
See, your daughter is very much dependent upon you for upbringing of her son. Since nowadays you leave the house at 6 in the morning and return at 9 in the mornings, she is very much upset, disappointed, and angry. These feelings arise in her due to negative thoughts that she is continuously creating in her mind about you. Her negative feelings are making her behave indecently with you. She is a single mother. So inwardly, she always feels lonely, helpless, and afraid of how she will bring up her son alone in this world. But she is very egoistic and she's afraid to confide her troubles in you. You must try to understand her.
I'm always ready to help her, Dee. If she is dependent upon me, why should she behaves with me? She will never leave me in peace.
See, you cannot give anything to anybody what you don't have, isn't it? She has no peace, she has no happiness. How can she give you peace and happiness? You have a strong karmic account with your daughter. Now there is no option but to settle your karmic account with the power of yoga.
I don't know what I have done in my previous birth to deserve such ill treatment from my daughter.
It's no use wasting time overthinking what you have done because you will never get the answer. The only option is to understand the world drama and be certain that whatever has happened is certainly for good and what will happen will definitely be for the better. In case you have done anything wrong in this birth or any other birth, you may ask for forgiveness. For this, immerse her in front of our Supreme Father, apologize to her, and tell him that you are sorry for what you have done and ask the Supreme Father to forgive you. You must also forgive her for all her wrong actions. You must do this meditation for 21 days continuously. Gradually, you will find that the misunderstanding between you and your daughter will start to reduce, and both of you will get good vibrations from each other. Sister, we cannot get peace from outside. Peace is our natural nature. We have lost all our original qualities due to body consciousness. Now that we understand we are not bodies, we must value our virtues and work upon them so that we can give vibrations of peace to others.
Recently, What happened? She found out that I take vegetarian food. Now she thinks that my health will deteriorate. My health will deteriorate because of the food, and it continuously disturbing me. I told her that I am not preventing her or her son to taking non-veg food. Why is she bothering me? Every time we sit down for lunch or dinner together, she started accusing me. I can't even take food in peace. I sometimes wonder why God is taking such a difficult exam. As I told you, I can't sleep properly in the night and in the morning. I get headache which continues till the late afternoon.
Yes, sister. See, at least she's concerned about her health. She doesn't know that vegetarian food is much better than non-veg food, isn't it? So we can't blame her. See, in our spiritual studies, we always learn that we must turn our attention towards our own self, not others. So turn your attention towards your own self and connect with the Almighty. See, He is the ocean of love, ocean of peace, ocean of happiness, ocean of powers. In Raj Yoga meditation, we connect with the Supreme Being and take love, peace, happiness, and powers from Him. So practice meditation, and your daughter will get good vibrations from you. There is no other way. Sister, only selfless love can help others to change for the better. True love is selfless and very powerful. Only true love can help one to change. See, from childhood, we have heard so many stories of Devi Devtas fighting with demons, isn't it? That is Asur. Who are Devi Devtas? Those who have the sanskars of giving. That is Denewala. What do they give? They give peace, love, and happiness to everybody. So people worship them. Then who is Asur or demon? Those who have no harmony in life. See, Shakespeare even said the world is a stage. We men are actors. So we all have a choice. We can play the part of a Devi or Devta and give peace, love, and happiness to all. Or we can play the part of demon or Asur and make others unhappy with our behavior. When we give others love and happiness, we get back love and happiness in return. This is the law of the universe. We get what we give. So be loving and happy, and you will radiate happiness to everybody. In this way, the environment of your house will slowly become peaceful. I do hope that I've convinced you, sister.
Yes, sister, very much. Now I understand where I was wrong. What actually every time when she argue with me, I uh, whole the time I curse in in our
Exactly.
mind
You got
always.
hurt.
I, yes, I got hurt and give some bad vibration. So now I got it. If I want to uh, live in peace, so I give first peaceful vibration to herself. I will give. I will forgive her and I apologize her from in front of Supreme Father. So our all karma will vanish.
Yes, sister. That
Now
is
I
the
got
only
it.
way. There's no other option. Okay.
Okay.
So, wish you
Thank
all
you
the
so much.
best.
Thank you so much, sister. Thank you so much.
Yes. And any problem, you're free to call me anytime you want to. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Om
Thank you so much.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sudipadaji, London counselor for today's misunderstanding of the mother and the daughter. The continuity the same earlier case, which Dr. has stated with the daughter. It's a relationship between the toxic relationship between the mother and the daughter. First, daughter has approached to a counselor, and now the mother is our counselor. who has approached our counselor relationship, which is not very smooth and very loving and harmonious relationship. And due to the different habits related to drinking, habits includes like getting up early morning, trying for food, which start relationship and start relationship, and spending time getting angry all the time, and then misunderstanding which is created because of non-communication. And so many things with the counselor has experienced. So, counselor sitting there, it will become like almost very difficult for her to stay with her daughter because of counselor is the mother, still that the daughter is married and has a very young child, and mother is working. And she goes to work in the morning, comes back in the evening, and the absence of the mother, uh, in the absence of the son, the mother has to look after her grandson also. And the doctor is taking everything as granted that when she is working, everything will be taken care of about her by the her mother. And she expects got very higher expectations that mother should do it for her, and she is thinking as everything is taking as wrong. And when expectations are not fulfilled, she is very angry with her mother. And sometimes there is no communication out. And there is hardly any love between them. And mother is very much upset about the behavior of her daughter. She also now thinks that her daughter should change because she thinks that she's right. And if she's right, the daughter has to change. And not she. This misunderstanding is going after day after day. There's no hope of come to any mutual settlement. With the result, there is no peace at home. Communication is hardly there between the mother and the daughter. And with the result, the young son of the mother is also being ignored, not looked after, and as stated by the mother that the grandson also not well, and facing many health issues. So after listening to the mother who is a counselor today, counselor has given many suggestions that those differences are many, the disagreements are many, uh, and there are different problems, but no matter what happens, this is a mother and a daughter relationship, and the bond needs to be of very good nature, for which forget and forgiveness is a solution which is suggested by our counselor. As this is a relationship forever, as his daughter is depending on mother, and mother also is willingly staying with the daughter. So earlier the better is all the issues with their facing together need to be settled. But since chances are very less that they will agree to any mutual understanding, so the only way left is now to make sure that the mother has to now change, because changing somebody else is not that easy. But what is more easy to change ourselves. So no matter the problems are many, maybe as per the daughter's view, she is right, but that doesn't mean that she will get peace. Only if she keeps on depleting her powers while changing her life. The best thing is, first of all, make sure that she's your daughter. No matter what happens, you have to love her. You have to forget and forgive her fault. And also, you are a grandmother, so the health of the child is also at stake. So this child's health, you have to make sure that you give maximum love not only to the grandson, also to your daughter. So when we love somebody, definitely our heart and our mind changes, and we are there to forget and forgive. So that suggestion is very good. And also, no matter what the daughter says, accept it. Instead of giving back answer, because back answer is not any problem. The best thing is that have a communication, but not too much also. But the argument is also not very good. The best is to keep quiet, but at the same time make sure that you don't use your farmer's house and your peace house. That's also a very good suggestion. And whatever you can do, because daughter has heavy expectation, but as per your time and health, yeah, whatever cooperation you can give, but after all, it's the same blood, this is a blood relationship. And you know that sometimes the children can be wrong, and the duty of the parents to make sure that they are the elder one, so they have to give the respect to get the respect. Communication, understanding, forget and forgiveness, and also as explained by the counselor. We have to understand this is the drama which is we all are playing our roles, so play with the best of your best ability. At the same time, make sure that you also take proper care of your health, eat properly, sleep properly, and whatever your feelings are there, don't try to avoid it. If you are going and getting some peace or somewhere, please continue and give good vibration. It's your appreciation, hopefully, especially by the mother, to definitely help to change this toxic relationship into the loving bond between the mother and the daughter. Because this relationship issue can be solved only when you forget and forgive and take it as granted that no matter whatever is happening, this was also there earlier. Thank you very much to our learner counselor, Dr. Tulika Raji, and role played by the counselor. Innocent agent, and receptionally governmental thank you. We are registered every the 3.3 website and www.speak-to-Sarah.com. And also you can contact you at that number 950 emotional spirituality in every angle in life is very important because we know that after this is a drama and we have to understand that this is all the rules given by the director and we have to play with the maximum possibility. No matter what happens, we have to be peaceful, loving, and accept but don't expect anything. Thank you very much.